I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass, Devo. I'ma whoop your ass. You get your ass whipped.
Man, Tank, I'm telling you, Tank will be in trouble. He stepped in that ring with Kid.
Gotta have two heavy punchers, which is Brian Norman and Rolly Romero.
Breakport, I don't know what you talking about. Goofy, like I swear, if I can fight this dude tomorrow, whenever, like we would get it in, like no question, no nothing. By the end of my career, that's who I need to put hands on. That's yeah, Shakur.
I'ma whoop your ass. I'ma whoop your ass, Devo. I'ma whoop your ass.
Just the elephant in the room, man. You know what Shakur said before the fight.
I'ma whoop your ass, Devo. I'ma whoop your ass. You get your ass whipped. I'ma whoop your ass, Devo. I'ma whoop your ass. You get your ass whipped.
I don't know, man. We trying. I just seen some stuff about Zuffa.
Yeah.
So if that happens, then I'm not. I'm definitely not sure because I'm with Tyrone DAZN and Zuffa. I know they would pay money, so we'll just have to see. I really don't know what's gonna happen if he go that route, but we all know that's a super duck. It's a duck move if he go over there. He gave his word and he ain't standing on it, so we'll see.
What's good, people? What's good? Everybody in the world, what's good? It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy, KennyboythaKilla. You feel me? And I hope everybody having a good day today. Me, I'm already feeling good. Already feeling good off that tequila. You know what I'm saying? And also looking at that damn Spurs and New York game too. You know what I'm saying? But also, we ain't talking about that today. We talking about boxing. Straight up boxing. Who ducking who? Man, I told you. Last time I was on here, that was last week. You know what I'm saying? Last week, I already said something. I didn't even know I was gonna come on no damn Friday. But you know what? Friday, maybe Saturday. I know it's Saturday because I'm gonna mess with the UK. You know what I'm saying? But maybe Friday because some things always be popping off in boxing. Always some new things. Always some new things. So now I'm here on Friday. I'm hearing some bunch of stuff. Total warfare. Warfare all over the damn boxing scene. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start it off, you know what I'm saying? With Keyshawn, you know what I'm saying? You always see the damn thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? The three people we're gonna be talking about Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Is he running from Craig, aka the businessman, aka the amazing Keyshawn Davis? And then we're gonna talk about Shakur too. Damn, he went to Zuffa. All the stuff I was talking about in my last video, all out the window now. Because everything's so complicated when people go ahead and go on Zuffa. We're going to talk about Zuffa too. And all the history about that between, you know what I'm saying, the past boxers like Roy Jones, Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I'm saying? They had their words about that, about what Zuffa is doing. You know what I'm saying? So, go start it off with Keyshawn. Got to start off with Keyshawn. Because Keyshawn, boy, he been looking for Devin Haney. That boy been looking for Devin Haney ever since the young days. You know what I'm saying? Ever since he was like a prospect. You know what I'm saying? He's still growing his resume right now. But right now, he looking for him. He been looking for Debo. You know what I'm saying? It started like this.
You literally just snitched on yourself.
You hear Delavan so eloquently say, listen, it's who my dad picks. So that's what I'm doing.
You said that you're the one that's picking these fighters. So if you're the one that's actually picking the fighters, why haven't you picked me? I said speak to my manager because that's who's actually going to make the fight happen. I talk to Jay Prince every day. Jay Prince never said you call his phone. So since you're the one picking your fighters, so you purposely picked Xander, right? You're purposely picking Rolly, right? You never picked me. So stop lying to the fans and just let the fans know you're not trying to fight me so we can both move on.
That was the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And then on, Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? He fought Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? That shit happened. While Keyshawn Davis, he had his problems with that backstage shit with Wu. So he was getting his face back together too. You know what I'm saying? So both of these fighters right here always been, rebuilding each other mentally though. You know what I'm saying? Because Keyshawn Davis, he is the businessman. He could take out anybody in any division. You know what I'm saying? I already know he too big for 140. So now he at 147, number 1 Devin Haney. And guess what? He hunting. He's hunting. And you know what? That boy ain't scared. That boy never been scared. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, Debo. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You need your ass whipped. Hey, 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 hey. I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick.
What's the situation?
You know what I'm saying? He been talking that big talk. Ever since he called himself Debo, you know what I'm saying? He beat Brian Norman Jr. And also, you know what I'm saying? Brian Norman Jr. wanted his lick back. That's why it's called Total Warfare today. All this happened in like 4 days. Motherfuckers been calling each other out. Everybody want their position in the game, in the boxing game. Everybody want to be number one. You know what I'm saying? And everybody eyes, they seeing that Devin Haney is number one. So they been gunning at Devin Haney, and Devin Haney ain't been saying nothing but Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? But
Gotta have two heavy punches, which is Brian Norman and Rolly Romero. And then
call Rolly out
you
too.
gotta run it back versus Debo Dev. So those will be the two right there.
You said Rolly and Devin are the two of the biggest fights you think you still need to have at 147. I know Ryan Garcia's there. Any interest in anything like that?
Absolutely. I'm still at 147. So anybody uphill at this weight class, of course, I'm down for it.
Yeah. What would be Brian Norman's message to Rolly Romero, especially if they will have a future fight?
Shoot, that's my dog. We done talked a few times already, man. You already know we can run this thing.
What would be the message to Bill and Devin Haney?
I like to call myself the god of war, not the god of battle. So let's run this thing again.
The assassin that entered the damn room. You know what I'm saying? You know, enter the chat. You want to take somebody else out. You want to crack somebody else up. That'd be Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So Devin Haney, and he got Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis ain't playing with him. And for me, if they ever locked up, and Devin Haney ain't snapping that jab that he got, that he discovering again that he done got, if he ain't got that confidence, Debo might get hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick. Cause Keyshawn ain't playing, man. Keyshawn ain't playing. He dispatched Jermaine Ortiz quick. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine Ortiz never got KO'd, TKO'd or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But damn, Keyshawn Davis and Haney, they got to make that fight. They got to make that fight. They got to.
Where the hell Debo at? Talk all that shit, man. Where Devin? Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Where Devin at? Where Debo? See him, man. You ain't see him? He hiding from me. They got hot man. Debo. Hey, Debo. Where the hell you at, man? What you doing? Where's Debo? We looking for you. We on the block.
Looking for him. Went to the crib, went to his front yard, backyard, looking for him. You know what I'm saying? His favorite spot, Keyshawn, he was looking for him. He got these bricks right here. You know what I'm saying? Belt the ass. And been putting belt the ass to all these mugs. And I'm telling you right now, Keyshawn Davis in the chat room, it means business. And the performance, if he wake up out the bed and it's meaningful, yes, it's going to be the amazing. Because Keyshawn Davis got it all, you know what I'm saying? He got it all. He can stop you. He can put in work in the body. You know what I'm saying? His jab, it's good. His jab, it is good. Don't get me wrong, but it's pretty much for a setup. And he set you up. And when he set you up, he dispatch you. And that's what we like over here. We like dispatching. We like to work. You know what I'm saying? Butcher him up. We need to see some swollen eyes. We need something to show that you levels above the other fighter. You know what I'm saying? Keyshawn always been like that. He always been like that. Since day one. Day one.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, Debo. I'm gonna whoop your ass. You get your ass whipped. Hey. I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick.
What's the situation?
A brick. He talking about these hands, you know what I'm saying? And he been wanting him in the ring. In the ring. And I'm just catching you up because it's a lot of shit going on. It's floating everywhere, the whole beef and all the clips and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Definitely Keyshawn. He need that fight. Look at his resume. You know what I'm saying? He getting bigger too. He can't stay at 140. He went 147. Who's the man up there? Devin Haney. He can't go up no more. In that case, Devin Haney got to fight somebody like Boots or Virgil. He ain't. You think Devin Haney ready for Virgil Ortiz, that type of shit? If he just move up and try to get away from this fight with Keyshawn, nah, ain't no more. You gotta fight somebody, Devin. You the dream. You Debo now. You gotta show everybody. You gotta show everybody that you Debo now, Devin Haney. If you not Debo, and you just a facade, just be like, oh man, try to get past that little Ryan Garcia shit. It's over. Keyshawn Davis gonna take your spot. He gonna take your spot, bruh. Quick and simple, just like that. You know what I'm saying? But hold up, Bill Haney, man. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney ain't playing that shit either.
Listen, I don't know if he can speak the way that he can speak for everybody because he already know he's on the venue. You're on the venue now. Hold on, businessman. Hold on. Listen, because it's a package deal, okay? Now listen, you and your brother, we want you both. Now listen, you guys got to get together. You got to sign the agreement together that we're going back to back with you gentlemen, sir. Okay? And that's only right. Let's listen, like Jay say, wait. Jay said, like he say, if this shit is going down, let's get it over with. He said me first and Shakur second. That's what you want. Well, listen, y'all can decide how y'all want to do it. It's between y'all. It's called a double up in East Oakland.
Woo. And you know Bill Haney from the streets. Better put respect on Bill Haney. You know what I'm saying? He go rep for his son. You know what I'm saying? He go in and out with him. Yeah, talk. You know what I'm saying? David Haney just got to get sharp. You know what I'm saying? Get his mental right. And you know, this fight right here, like you said, you put your money on Devin Haney. That ain't a bad bet either. He got more boxing IQ, more experience under the lights. He already traveled the world. He went to Australia and become undisputed. He done fought Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? He done put himself in bad works with Ryan Garcia. Like it or not, that was a fight. He fought back. On the cards, he was fighting back. It was one for them knockdowns. He was in the game. He might would have won. But at the same time, he got skills. He done been through it all. He built himself back up. He's the WBO champion. Now who's number one? The challenger. You know what I'm saying? He got them bricks for you, Debo. You better be ready for him. You better be ready. And then Shakur, man. Oh my God, man. Shakur fucking Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson opened the damn door. He done opened the damn door to call. Let's go back and start talking about him again. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson done built himself up as one of the best fighters in the damn world. Point blank. Shakur Stevenson is still one of the best fighters in the world. But it's moves and what you do, bruh. You done jumped up in the damn rings, tried O'Shaquie. You done tried my boy O'Shaquie. That gotta be the fight next. Everybody like, yeah, we go get something. Next 2 days or something. Right after I done streamed and everything, we was so hyped in there. Man, I went to Zuffa. The same shit. Before, man. Shockey Foster, man. That man is a G.
I mean, he kind of set himself up with this fight. He said, I mean, this is man's. He said he ain't giving him an opportunity till he gets to I give him an opportunity. Well, here go his opportunity. After I crush him, you're going to have to stand on your word. I mean, he kind of said.
You gotta stand on your word. That's only real people do. That was real to do. You know what I'm saying? Real G's do. What we do. If I say something, I'm going to do it. If you say something, you got to do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't run from this. You can't duck, man. And not only that, we all didn't even know that you made this move because when, shit, your man, your promoter, Eddie Hearn, you know he was going to be salty about the move that you done did because he had all potential fights for you lined up. All these fights was lined up for you, bruh.
Oh, Shakur signed with Zuffa, so that'll be him moving forward. But I just don't know who they're going to put him in with. Because you see, Zuffa are paying, like, as a business, they're paying these guys 5 times more than anybody else can pay them. To fight who? Like, who are you going to put Shakur? You going to put Shakur in with O'Shaquie Foster and give him $15 million? I mean, good luck to Shakur. I love him. I said to him, great, mate. But yeah, it's a weird model, and it's a model that's not going to last very long.
Weird, man. Get your money, bro. Don't get me wrong. Get your money, though. But everybody not going to get that Zuffa money like you be getting. Who you going to fight? Just like Eddie said. And go get you Shaquie Foster. Man, come on, man. Shaquie Foster got to go through hula hoops just to get over there and try to fight you. He already over there with Top Rank or somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Y'all had an easy route to do that shit. Eddie Hearn had all the doors to get you. Everybody working with each other now. Focus, man. But damn, goddamn Zuffa and other. That's their whole other world right there. Like WWE, they just take themselves out of whole existence. And this is their world. Their own belt, their own rankings. The only belt they even gonna be acknowledging is the Ring Magazine. That's the only title they go announce because they want to build prestige in their title, which don't mean nothing right now. The only man that got a Zuffa champion right now is Jai Apata. Jai Apata. That's the only one because he was one of the first big names to go over there controversially because he was the IBF Cruiserweight champion. So they got to award him with something because he was going to get stripped. No other Saints even want to even mess with Zuffa because Zuffa don't want to mess with them. Come on, man. Come on, Shakur. It's messed up, dog. And I ain't got to say any more about Zuffa, man. I'm going to be looking at Zuffa this weekend. I'm going to try them out, see what they about. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm going to grade that event. You know I ain't going to be biased or anything. If it's good, it's good. I keep my subscription. I see future fights. You know I'm going to mess with the UK anyway. But this is one of the big fights for UK for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? It was better than what the zone was giving me. And the undercard was looking a little bit better. So, yeah, that's why I went over there to Zuffa. But I got to see the presentation. I got to see the presentation. And I got to see these boys at work, too. Records and all these stats and stuff look good on paper. But once the action starts and once they get in the ring, yeah, boy, that's when we're going to see where the money went to. And that what Zuffa gonna do. They go put in the Shakur Stevenson car and fighting a bum and have a bunch of bums under the car just to build up their damn promotion. Yeah, they got a couple people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna go by the roster. I'm gonna go by the roster. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go by the roster. Conor Ben, 140 cc. They don't even got a 140. So Shakur Stevenson already got to just figure out where he gonna be at in Zuffa boxing. He already got to figure out what weight division he gonna be in. 135 or 147. So he got Conor Ben. That's one of the fights they're gonna try to give Shakur Stevenson. Right there. I think that's one of the 7 fights right there. Then what's under the undercard? You already paid both of these fights $10 million a fight. That's one of them right there, plus more. But I don't even think they work like that because Zuffa go on all that. They go control all that. All that. All that thing, all that extra stuff you was getting in your contracts and stuff and fightings and pay-per-views and all that, seats and in arenas and stuff, you ain't getting that. You ain't getting that. Your sponsorships, everything gonna be controlled. Man, we gonna be I'm bouncing all back and forth because I'm really emotional about this. It's called total warfare. Because everybody calling each other out. And the only person that really ain't doing he did his call out, but it was like a pump fake. It's like a clout chase. And I don't do that around here. We can't clout chase around here. Shakur, you're supposed to go ahead and show the world that you better than Shaki. And Shaki ready for the war. Win, lose, or draw. And you ain't did that, bro. You ain't did that. And that's what Dana did.
Shakur Stevenson is coming over to Zuffa. Is that any validity to that one?
Did we announce that Shakur Stevenson? No? Possibly. Listen, at the end of the day, I think that everybody's going to be here at Zuffa Boxing.
Including Devin Haney after his dad put out that cryptic $100 million contract message?
I think that everybody's going to be at Zuffa Boxing eventually.
Is that a Shakur Devin one day?
Well, what I said was last night, too, I said, at the end of 2026, right? I mean, most of you guys were here for the first press conference that we had. I said, judge us by our body of work as we head into 27. So, yeah. I don't know why I would say things that weren't true or, I mean, look at what we've done in just 4 months. Look at tonight. And look at how these guys are fighting right now. And tonight was a great card, and they're only going to get better.
They're only going to get better, right? We're going to see Saturday. We're going to see Saturday, Dana. It's Zuffa. Presentation. Boxing. Fights going to be better. You know what I'm saying? Shane Mosley, yeah, he made work. He made some noise. You know what I'm saying? The effort, job of fight, yeah, it made a little noise too. He fought Frank Martin though, but you know what I'm saying? They're regular fights. They're regular fighters. We talking about Shakur Stevenson. Who you gonna feed Shakur Stevenson for? You try to back on Devin Haney? You know what I'm saying? Devin Haney got a lot of work out there. A lot of work is out there still, not at Zuffa. And you backing on getting everybody right now? Then what? But I see what you're trying to do. I see what Zuffa trying to do. They're trying to buy out the competition. They're trying to buy them out so they can build up their little promotion and shit, huh? I see what Zuffa do. They're trying to change all the rules up too. Try to make it look like UFC. They ain't even with boxing like that. He not even really in touch in boxing like that. TKO and them is not really in touch with boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's all a money grab. You know what I'm saying? And what? Go control these fighters? They can't do nothing. They ain't got free will to do nothing. They ain't got a free will to do nothing. Huh?
I don't know, man. We trying. I just seen some stuff about Zuffa.
Yeah.
So if that happens, then I'm not. I'm definitely not sure because I'm with Top Rank DAZN and Zuffa. I know they would pay mine, so we'll just have to see. I really don't know what's gonna happen if he go that route, but we all know that's a super duck. It's a duck move if he go over there. He gave his word and he ain't standing on it, so we'll see.
Why do you think it's a duck?
Cause he gave his word.
In what way?
If I beat his son, he'll be, you know, he'll give me the opportunity or whatever he call the opportunity. I just want to fight. He got in the ring the other day. He said we next. He said he was talking crazy. I told him to shake on it, but he didn't want to shake on it. So, you know, that told me right there that he wasn't too serious.
Nah. And that's what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn, he got outbid. Got outbid. TKO and them got money. Took ass sheet. Hands on everything. That's why they just announced the Ring magazine. They can't play with that money like that. Nah. So yeah, they go where the money they could grab. Yeah, they go get it. They the only fighters go get the money because they got the names and they need the names to build up build up their little organization. You know what I'm saying? But while they doing it, they drawing. They killing the other promoters. They killing the other WBA, WBO, IBF, WBC, all them organizations. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But not only that, Shakur. Not only that, Shakur.
The Shakur I see right now is a C-level fighter. What I'm saying is Shakur himself is ass when it come in the ring. And that's what I'm saying from day one. We was going there to show that we was gonna be Shakur. His thing is, I didn't know y'all was that big. When he seen Kid up close.
Even when I seen him, he didn't look nowhere near his weight. He looked fully hydrated the entire fight week, way bigger than me. I'm like, okay, this don't really make that much sense. That's why when they say, oh, Shakur is too small, yeah, I was close to my weight, buddy. Looked like he wasn't nowhere near his weight class, and that kind of just made me know, like, okay.
He did say that like 5 times.
But then the
Swear to God.
change. Then suddenly they want kid to go eat dinner with them by themselves, and the kids say no. Then the next day, room service, this whole shit happened. So anybody could say what they want. I'm from the streets of New York. We call a spade a spade. He have a good thing with his career, but we know that they scared.
Damn. You know what I'm saying? That's when they supposed to fight with long, like a couple of years ago. Kid Austin and damn Shakur supposed to fight, but Kid Austin got sick or something. That was that time. That's what I'm saying. Shakur always been getting called out. You know what I'm saying, about hypocrisy and all this stuff. But you done build yourself into a fight. You know, tough fights like Williams and Pater. You know what I'm saying? And you did with Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? You did your boxing. But now the answers is back. The answers is back. My God, man. My God. But again, with Zuffa, man, you do got Conor being out there, which they had a press conference earlier. We're going to talk about that tomorrow because that's UK business. But he ain't proven himself yet. He going to say that he ain't proven himself yet. His resume ain't even built up yet. So you can't even count. Like I said, them Eubank fights, you can't even count those. Those like some UK, you know what I'm saying, spectacle shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some catchweight shit. But when it comes to like winning world-class world titles, you know what I'm saying? He ain't proved that yet. You're going to have a chance with Ryan Garcia if Zuffa allows it. We're going to talk about tomorrow too because, again, now Conor Ben realizing that the dreams that he was having, he can't even accomplish those in Zuffa. That's a damn shame. You got Edgar Berlanga, which I agree. Edgar Berlanga is a box that need to go to Zuffa. You know what I'm saying? He already showed who he was or who he is or who he's going to be in his career. So if Zuffa need a name and need to build up a platform, ain't gonna give him the money, Edgar, yeah, he need to grab that bag because you could be the Zuffa champion. You could build up with some names that they done got over there. You could probably beat them bums over there. But as far as world class, prestigious titles and stuff that people Hamas Shiraz. Huh. You see what I'm saying? We gonna see. We gonna see your next fight with Zuffa or whatever. Or did he? I don't know. And that's what I'm saying. That was a great move for him. Chris Bottom Smith, which we're gonna see on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? That's for the UK. Like we're gonna see if they got did that fight bring the UK out? Because they head to head with the Zonal. So we're gonna see which presentation was better. You know what I'm saying? And Chris Baldwin Smith, he got pressure on him. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Because he got big pressure on him for Zuffa. Jai Opatai, one of the first big names that went over there. He was the former IBF, remember? He was. Then they stripped him. Then they gave it back to him. Then they took it. But he's the only current Zuffa champion over there. Richardson Hitchison. Richardson Hitchens. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Where's Shockey at, boy? Yeah, Shockey didn't like you, boy. No, Shockey don't like you at all, bro. And I wish I could find it, bro. Because he don't like you at all, bro. For real. Your mentality, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah, fuck, dude.
nah, that's okay. But still, he don't like you, bro. He don't like you. He was the first one that he wanted to dispatch with. And then you had a fight with Oscar Darday too, and you ducked that.
Ray Ford, I don't know.
You ducked that. I'm gonna find it. And I know I got it.
Yeah, fuck, dude. I'm trying to.
I know I got it, bro. I got it somewhere. But still.
He just like a little female, man. He like an emotional female, bro. Nobody really taught him how to be a man, so I'm trying to teach him now by showing him how to stand on your word and go straight to the smoke. You get what I'm saying? So no rehydration clauses like he trying to throw out there with Haney. None of that. I don't need none of that. We could be a real man, make weight, and we fight.
And now, folks. That was still Shakur. You know what I'm saying? But Richardson Hitchison.
To Shakira.
This still Shakur.
Stand on your word, man. Don't be Twittersing like they say and Twitter fingers, man. Hey, send the contract. At least try to attempt to make the fight, and let's get the fans what they want. Yeah, so it ain't no real path for me to beat up Hitchison. That's somebody I would love to beat up too. I know what he built like. I just kind of let him talk now. It's hard for me to respond to a guy that's kind of delusional within himself. He's just delusional, bro. Like the stuff that he says, it just don't make no sense. It don't line up with his character. You know, I'm the best in the world. I'm rah rah. I'm him. I'm this and that. But then you duck this. You duck your last fight. You know what I mean? You wait in. Yeah, Duarte. You weighed in, you made weight, and then the next day, the day of the fight, you made weight again, just to say, nah, you don't want to fight. Like, I don't think the fans understand how deeply that makes you look weak as a fighter. I've never heard or seen nobody do that. That tell you right there. What I said is true. I mean, he got heart issues. He do all this talking, all this running his mouth, but he a chihuahua at the end of the day. You open the gate, it's time to fight. He quiet.
Quiet, boy, quiet. Richardson Hitchison, man. I just seen him do a lot, man. He done talked a lot, promoted himself, looking crazy. I thought he had you know what I'm saying, a shot to show the world against Oscar Thornday. You know what I'm saying? Somehow he got sick. And a few weeks later, he was on Zuffa. But that's what I'm saying. They're a whole pack. Ray Ford, Richardson Hitch, Shakur Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? They all. Yeah, I can't believe it though, but I found out Keyshawn Davis, all them was cool. Like, man, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But nobody don't like Devin. Nobody don't like a shot. You know what I'm saying? But the buddy shit got to go to. You know what I'm saying? But again, You do got Shakur Stevenson over there. You got Colin Walsh. He all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got F.A. Jabba. You got Mark Massio. Yeah, Mark Massio, he pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He beat Gary Russell, but Gary Russell's shoulder was hurt. He I think he dislocated during the fight. But at the same time, he was beating his ass with one. Gary Russell was beating his ass with one arm, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank did Pitbull. One arm. You know what I'm saying? But still, Mark Massio, he still won that fight. And, you know, that's one of his big highlights of the but Mark Massio, he all right, you know what I'm saying? But him versus Shakur Stevenson, 135, some shit, man. Boo. You know what I'm saying? You can't really build no fights with that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got Shane Mosley Jr. You know what I'm saying? We done saw him, a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? And that's somebody you can build a division, not around, but he could be one of those contenders in the division like he was. He got a chance to show that he's developed world-class fighting in Zuffa. So, yeah, I think that was a good move for him, too. Because, again, before then, everybody wrote him off. You know what I'm saying? Just like Edgar Berlanga, that was in that zone where everybody wrote you off. So, yeah, that Zuffa move for boxers like them, yeah, that's a good move. Because then a few years, a few fights with them, you know what I'm saying? Get promoted, get some good fights in, get built up. Now you can do what the fuck you want to do. I don't know how Zuffa contracts look. But again, if you could do like 5 years on Zuffa, people like Edgar Berlanga and Shane Mosley Jr., yeah, that's good moves for them. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, already the Zuffa. Don't recognize none of it. So you can't be undisputed. You can't belt collect. You know what I'm saying? What? You can be pound for pound because on the Ring magazine, or you can win multiple Zuffa titles. You see what I'm saying? I'm born as that. Had control of his dad. No excitement, no nothing. We need to get decorated. See them boys get strapped up. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed. You killing that. You killing it. Just like your boy Roy said a few months ago.
Look as though the Ali Act reform is going to pass.
It probably is, but it's gonna ruin boxing though. So that's without a question. I mean, it's gonna ruin boxing totally.
Does it make you worry about monopolizing the sport 5-10 years down the road?
It does in a sense, but you know they're only gonna monopolize it in this country. There's the rest of the world out there you still gonna work in. So for me, I don't buy it. I hate it for the people in this country because they're gonna be monopolized. They're gonna be basically slaves. They're gonna be owned sheep. You don't get to decide what you wear no more. You don't get to decide who you are no more. You have no identity. You understand me? You understand me? You just basically you're a sheep that does what your master says do, and that's wrong. But if that's what they want, it's on them.
I don't like that. Ever since I've been looking at boxing as an adult, I always support the fighters. No matter what platform they fight on, I buy the pay-per-view. I buy the app, subscription, whatever it is. I support the fighters. That's how they feed their families. That's how they support their community. You know what I'm saying? So now, they need free will. You know what I'm saying? No control. This ain't the slavery, man. This ain't the 1800s. 17, whatever you think this is, it's over for all that. You know what I'm saying? But again, with all them big contracts, Shakur Stevenson, them, okay, cool, fine. You know what I'm saying? But after that, after the people giving them what they want, and all the competition dried out, all we got is Zuffa, it's gonna be another UFC thing. You gonna have fighters over there complaining, early age retirements and shit, just because they ain't getting the payout. No payout at all. No bonuses, no nothing. What, a knockout bonus? But this ain't you. That's what I'm getting. This ain't UFC. You know what I'm saying? This is the best sport ever. Across the whole world. It is boxing. You can't do that, Zuffa. You can't do that. Also, the WBC president got something to say about that too.
They want to change the law or introduce a new law that goes against the Muhammad Ali Act, which was a long process that Muhammad himself, with Senator McCain, Senator Reid, and others, put and took a long time to develop and went through the Senate and was approved, mostly to protect fighters in the United States, to have representation with their managers, to demand from the promoters full transparency and disclosure, to protect and have a wall between promoters and boxing commissions, promoters and managers, promoters and organizations, for the protection of the fighter and to reduce any possibility of any wrongdoing. The WBC has to disclose any sanction fees that are charged, any movements in the rankings. When we change a fighter, every month every year we submit a report to the ABC. And mostly it has brought the opportunity for fighters to make the most money they can make. They have the opportunity to choose between promoters and managers in a free market. So everything that is trying to be introduced, because MMA is not, it does not have to abide by the Muhammad Ali Act. That's why the UFC controls television, sponsorship. He's the manager, the promoter, rankings, titles, and they want to
Control all of that. I don't want to see that future in boxing. I don't want to see everybody looking the same. Generic songs and stuff, all the performances only for the main event, or, you know what I'm saying? Nah. The excitement gonna be gone. Know what I'm saying? We're gonna be trapped in the past. Know what I'm saying? And we can't allow that to happen. But again, I'm gonna give Zuffa one chance and see how this weekend goes. We're gonna see how it goes. But after that, if it's a D, it ain't for me. If it's a D, it ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? First person always count. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta give me that. For real. And it ain't over for Zuffa. It ain't over for Zuffa. You know what I'm saying? Because Zuffa, y'all with the playing around with the Muhammad Ali Act, y'all want to play around with that? You know what I'm saying? That's a no-no. That's a no-no. You're playing with people's lives. You're playing with the sport of boxing. That was there the place to protect all the fighters, no matter if you're the top dog or the little scrums. You know what I'm saying? In other people's eyes, because anybody that go in that boxing ring, I give them all respect for that. They earn all the money they need. You know what I'm saying? But you can't control that. Ain't nobody going there for main event for 50,000 or something that you go give the USC people. Nobody ain't doing that. Nobody ain't gonna step in the ring for that. So Dana, you know what I'm saying? But you got aired out. You got aired out.
So my question to you is,
hold up, Sean Santel too. That boy don't play. He aired his ass out like a month ago. You know what I'm saying? There always been in some controversy. So they just go ahead and play it on. Go ahead and do their thing. Because they know they got Congress and all them people behind them. Trying to change the game of sport.
so my question to you is, why then do you want to make sweeping changes to the Muhammad Ali Reform Act that is meant to protect fighters to bring about a business model that currently has your company already paid out $375 million in antitrust lawsuits and has 2 potential pending class action lawsuits on the way as well?
Well, this is obviously a long discussion. If you want to talk to me about that, set up an interview. This isn't about me and my business. It's about these 2 guys on Saturday night.
My follow-up, Dana, earlier this week, the California State Athletic Commission had a hearing about TKO trying to bring those changes to the Ali Act, and it was postponed 3 months.
Listen, I get it. You want to showboat right now. Set up an interview with me if this is really what you want to talk about.
It's America, baby.
If you have
First
questions
Amendment.
for these two, ask them. You can set up an interview with me.
Dana, my follow-up is, if TKO can't make those changes to the Ali Act, will you still invest in the sport of boxing? Will you compete in the market?
Listen, if you want to be an let's do it in private and we can do an interview.
Yes,
if
no.
you want to showboat, I get it. If you have questions for these two that are fighting on Saturday, that's a different story.
Fight.
This isn't a discussion to have at a press conference for these two that are going to fight on Saturday, two legends. If you want to set up an interview with me and ask me these questions, let's do it one-on-one.
Sounds good.
You can ask me anything you want.
No. All right. Well, Terrence and Saul, have a good fight.
Yeah, you have a question for these two?
No.
No? Beat it. Go ahead. Who's next?
That was during the Canelo and Bud Crawford press conference right there. You know what I'm saying? That's when they was getting their foot on up in there. You know what I'm saying? And people just exploiting them right there. You already got all them problems on there at UFC. Now you trying to crawl your ass over here in boxing, trying to get this money. You know you get the most money over here. Well, over here in boxing. You know that. But you ain't gonna treat your fighters right. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna treat nobody right but Dana White and TKO. That's all y'all gonna do. Treat each other. Get all the money. Pile it up. Like motherfucking DuckTales, some shit. Bank full of fucking gold coins. That's them. Diving up in there. You know what I'm saying? Scrooge McDucks, motherfucker. We don't need that. We already had that. Y'all was all mad with Don King did it. Y'all was mad when PBC was trying to do the same thing that Zuffa was doing. Y'all stopped that. Quick. That just became a promotion. But now Zuffa up in here, we thought they was going to be another promotion. But nah. They went to Congress like, nah, man, y'all got to change this. We got to do what the UFC do. Because we don't have to do what boxing do. Nah. Nah, this the wrong revolution. It's the wrong one. Wrong. We ain't about to have that. And also,
I mean, no other promoter has tried to change this act because there's no reason to. We believe in fair business. But you have these TKO scumbags who needed to change. I mean, look at their plans. Dana said openly that they will be honoring one belt, their own belt. They want to eliminate all other belts, the rich boxing history that comes along with the entire sport. They want to change the size and shape of the ring with their own rules. What the f is next? Tigers and lions chained to the canvas? I mean, Dana, look, he'll go to his buddy, President Trump, and have him push these changes to the Ali Act through. So much for the American way and the First Amendment. I guess it doesn't apply here. This is a huge red flag for fighters and managers because the writing is on the wall. TKO is actively changing legislation so they can openly f fighters over. Fighters will be stuck in a dictatorship with no voices or rights as TKO takes all your money, just like the UFC has done. So Dana, you don't know shit about boxing. You don't give a shit about our history. You give less of a shit about the fighters. Your tiny t-shirt looks like shit, and everyone thinks you're a piece of shit. So Dana, fuck you.
but again, I'm going to give Zuffa a shot this weekend. But just to open the eyes of what's going on. I already talk about the politics. You already see it going on in the Ring magazine. And now Zuffa and Ring magazine, they don't acknowledge each other. But again, you got the Ring magazine doing it with the other organization. So they playing both sides. You know what I'm saying? They feed money to both sides and see who's going to win. We don't want Zuffa to win. You know what I'm saying? It's crooked everywhere, crooked business all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Definitely in boxing. But again, it's a free market. You can find the promoter that will give you the best fights. You can find the promoter that gets you the most money. You could do that. You know what I'm saying? But at Zuffa, you can't. It's only one promoter, one rules, one belt. 2. Ring Magazine playing both sides. Ring Magazine will control all the rankings. Bible of all this. Pretty much the lineal of all the weight divisions. So yeah, they're gonna acknowledge that. Just to make procedures and that little Zuffa title they got. We're gonna see how long Zuffa gonna last. We're gonna see if this is the experimental TKO on them. They'll be like, all right, we failed, whatever, boom, boom. But if they succeed, if they bust around and get all the big fighters and draw all the organizations dry, and the competition is gone, man, we're gonna have it like, man. I know y'all ain't wrestling fans, but man, y'all remember when WWE done took out the business? I mean, took out the competition? The party got stale, boring. Know what I'm saying? No competition at all. Got comfortable. That's how the boxing landscape gonna be if Zuffa take it over. No competition but themselves. Only the people they allowed to work. Nah. For real. We can't have that, y'all. We can't have that. I want to see big fights like Brian Norman Jr.
Gotta have 2 heavy punches, which is Brian Norman and Rolly Romero. And then you gotta run it back versus Debo Dev. So those will be the 2 right there.
You said Rolly and Devin are the two of the biggest fights you think you still need to have at 147. I know Ryan.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? So this is called total warfare right here. This is total warfare. When Shakur Stevenson, we start out with Keyshawn. No, we start out with Keyshawn and Devin Haney. I ain't got nothing to say about Keyshawn Davis. Nothing bad. Nothing bad. He didn't want the Wu fight. He wanted Devin Haney. He wanted bigger names. But guess what? He had to wake up out the bed and get that out the way. So he took care of business. Now it's time for him to get a big name. And I don't need to tell him he need to go to big name, need to get a big name, because he been calling them out. So no, I ain't got nothing bad to say about Keyshawn Davis. I don't know. I ain't never heard him ducking. I ain't never heard Keyshawn Davis ducking at all. You probably say that's they friends, but he's young. You know what I'm saying? So of course you go throw the friend work out there because they all work with each other and got a circle. But he really did business on his own and his brothers. I give him that. He stand on business on his own and his family. He don't need Shakur and them to damn do whatever they. No, they do whatever they want to do. That's how I found out. I said, what, Keyshawn with them too? Like buddy stuff? But he don't really do that. Yeah, he, you know what I'm saying, did some immature shit. Well, he done built his face back and he gave the boy a rematch and it's done, it's over with. Now it's time for him to be a legend. They say he gonna be the next Bud. Let's see. Let's see. Is Keyshawn Davis the next Bud? I think so, and he ain't ducking. Devin Haney might be duck. I don't know what I'm saying. Who know what Devin Haney gonna do next? Ain't no rumor mill about Devin Haney doing anything. Nothing. It's just your boy calling Debo out, calling him out. You got people that ain't even scheduled to fight you, calling you out, calling you out. And you don't need that right now, bro, because you already did a pretty good job with Brian Norman Jr. But come on, bro. Come on.
Hey, where the hell Debo at? Talk all that shit, man. Where Devin? Where Debo at? So-called Debo. Devin at? Where Debo? You ain't seen him, man. You ain't see him? He hiding from me. They got hot man. Debo. Hey, Debo. Where the hell you at, man? What you doing? Where is Debo? We looking for you. We on the block. Debo got hit with a brick. Y'all already know how I'm coming. Like he's sending keys, pushed up the wireless kid. Yeah. Debo, where you at? He's getting his brick. He's getting.
Is he scared of that brick? That's when Keyshawn Davis pulled up and jumped out the damn Suburban. Like, where he at? Where he at? You know what I'm saying? Why in? He was ready for Debo. He never answered the call. He never picked up the phone until now. Until Devin Haney. Bill Haney, that is.
You
Matter of fact.
When he dealing back, promise. You promise. You promote it. Well, I got you. Listen, in the DMs, I got your word on it. All right, just stand on it.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, so-called Debo. You know what happened to Debo at the end of the movie? He got hit with a brick. Debo might get hit with a brick. And he ducking me, man. I stood on my business, and you know, Bill he ain't stand on his. I'm knocking Devin Haney out. That's why I ain't here. He know that. He just want to be the greatest, but he don't come from the trenches. Like, you know what I mean? I always thought he wasn't that good.
Yeah.
So that's just still how I feel. I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Keyshawn been like that. Been like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't scared to say it. Because I want to see that press conference. So I want that shit to happen so bad. I want that to happen so bad. Go ahead and do it for the WBO. Go ahead and do it for the Ring Magazine. Go ahead and do it, man. Go ahead and do it. We need that. Because then Keyshawn get that fight, then his resume just go up. And that was in the damn Jermaine Ortiz shit in the beginning of the damn skit. In the Jermaine Ortiz fight, that's what him and Bill Haney was talking. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see a Bill Haney. Go ahead and answer that call. He answered that call. And a few days ago, he did answer that call. He did answer that call. But he made some stipulations with that. You know what I'm saying?
You
Listen, I don't know if he can speak the way that he can speak for everybody because he already know he's on the menu. You're on the menu now. Hold on, businessman. Hold on. Listen, because it's a package deal, okay? Now listen, you and your brother, we want you both. Now listen, you guys got to get together. You got to sign the agreement together that we're going back to back with you gentlemen, sir. Okay? And that's only right. Let's listen, like Jay say, if this shit, wait, Jay said, like he say, if this shit is going down, let's get it over with. You saying me first and Shakur second. That's what you want. Well, listen, y'all can decide how y'all want to do it. It's between y'all. It's called a double up in East Oakland.
Sound like a damn duck to me. Sound like a duck to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy nothing. And I like Bill Haney, like I said. I respect him. I respect Devin Haney, you know. Come on, man. What Keyshawn brother got to do with this? Unless y'all want them on the card or some shit. Nah, you don't want Devin. Then if you fight them, the brother, you go probably be like, nah, I don't want to fight. You could do that. Now we need one package there. We want Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney. That's what we need. We don't need no package deal. That sound like a duck move. That sound like you want to get an advantage. You sound like you want to tap out or overpay or underpaid or do some other shit. We don't need all that. If them boys want to fight, let them fight. And Keyshawn Ben want to fight this boy. He want to be the best. He always want to be the best. And let them boys do it, man. You can't protect your boy all the time. So who duck who? Right now, looking at it all, if Devin Haney don't make this fight, if he ain't doing no unifications or trying to do some crazy, that boy ducking. Quack, quack. That's who's ducking. If Devin Haney don't answer the call, if Debo don't get on the phone and call Craig and be like, let's go ahead and do this, he's scared of that brick. He's scared of that brick. You need to get on out of here. That's all, man. That's all I gotta say about that with Devin Haney. I hope he make that fight, man. All men. And Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney don't look that bad. But Shakur Stevenson, You looking bad, bro. You looking real bad, bro. I don't know what to say about what Shakur Stevenson did after the Shockey call out. It just went completely down the drain. His credibility went all down the drain. I couldn't believe it. Zuffa. No competition over there. Nobody you can fight. You want to fight Carter Bean? You want to fight Carter Bean? Fine. 147 for what? For what? Gonna be a good fight. Don't get me wrong. That's gonna be a good fight. But for what? You only building up that Zuffa. You know what I'm saying? At least out here in the world with stuff that we already know, what they already built, all the fights been through. We already know this system. We already know what it is. And you can fight them freely out here. But in the Zuffa, you're going to make these boys go all under the hula hoops. So you're going to fight Carter Bean. What, rematch with Teofimo Lopez? Who else? You ain't going to fight your boy Richard Hitson. Y'all friends. Who else? Shane Mosley Jr.? Y'all want to see Shakur Stevenson fight Shane Mosley Jr.? I don't think so. That was a bad move. Bad move. Carter Bean fight and what else? Nobody want to see Teofimo Part 2? You already dispatched him. Come on, man. That was real bad. That was worse than the Jai top. At least the cruiserweights is getting built up now, and that's the only thing going good with Zuffa. It's the cruiserweight division, cause they built it up right. Now you got you a champion, which is Jai Opatai. You done signed some people up in the cruiserweight division that got pretty good names, like we about to see this weekend. Them are some pretty good names. Chris Billum Smith is a pretty good fighter. He was a cruiserweight champion. I think it was a WBO, if I ain't mistaken. He was a cruiserweight champion. And then you got your boy that he fighting, Warnovic. He kind of strappy, some Jack Dempsey type shit, strappy and everything. So that's gonna be a good fight. What they did good is build up that cruiserweight division, cause that's gonna be a good one. I can tune in with that. You know what I'm saying? But any other division, man, if y'all go through that roster and go through those divisions, man, them like top 20 in world class. They done scrapped up a whole bunch of yesterday people. Nah. Well, I'm gonna give him a shot Saturday. But Shakur Stevenson, you duck. You duck, bro. You duck that smoke. You duck that Debo smoke. Yeah. That could be a fight with. They trying to bank the damn Devin Haney, but Devin Haney ain't signed with Zuffa yet. I don't think he gonna sign. That was a rumor too a month ago. Hey, Devin Haney got $100 million deal or something like that. That wasn't true. Cause I think they bet because they already know who they gonna fight. And then if they do get over there, it's gonna be hard to bring them other people over there to trying to fight. Yeah, Shakur, you the number one duck. You ducked hard, man. You ducked that Shocky smoke. Man, you ducked that Shocky smoke. That's gotta be the. I don't know who ducked like. Man, I don't remember. Somebody dropping a comment, whatever. Y'all get to this part of the video. Tell me, in history of boxing, y'all ever seen somebody duck like Shakur Stevenson done did? I don't know. Canelo ducked. Yeah, he ducked Triple G. He made Triple G old as hell after that. Supposed to be a third one. He made Triple G. Man, Triple G ain't Benjamin Button. That boy got old. He was out of there. So yeah, that was a duck too. You either go age him out, you go underpay him, or you gonna make some type of excuse. or trying to move up a weight class just to get away, like Teofimo did Lomachenko. I don't think he wanted that damn rematch with Lomachenko. They wanted that shit so bad because Lomachenko went in there with an injury. You know what I'm saying? Lomachenko got hard. He like, fuck it, I can still beat you one on. He didn't. He started coming up in the last, 6 rounds or so? But still, Teofimo, his eyes was all puffy and shit, all beat up. You know what I'm saying? He survived the storm. He survived the desert storm. Yeah, he did. But when it come down to the rematch, what he did? He jumped his ass up to another division. Quick. Or now before that, he got beat by Kambosos. The emperor. He got beat by him. Kambosos. Same person that got beat by Devin Haney twice. And got knocked out in the body shot by Lomachenko. So that just exploit Teofimo Lopez. And that's what I'm talking about with ducking to. You want to go ahead and just jump weight class and stuff, ain't gonna get nobody no rematch, fine. But again, you and still ain't talking about you never go put Lomachenko name. Only time you go put Lomachenko name is say, I beat him. Cause that's how you got your name, cause you beat Lomachenko. Cool, yeah, you beat him. Yeah, you gave him, yeah, that one with some real good first 5 rounds. Yeah, you put on the display. Lomachenko, yeah. But he cracked that code. And if it wasn't for him having that one shoulder, that shit was fucked up. Yeah, it would have been dispatched. But it's all good. You got that win. But you didn't want to give him that rematch. You was scared of that Lomachenko shit. It's like Devin Haney. He was already too big. He didn't want to give Lomachenko that rematch either. So what you do, you jump weight classes. But I know Devin Haney was too big already. He was looking like a skeleton going in there. He was looking like the rent. He was just all drawed up. Malnutrition. You know what I'm saying? So no, he was ready to move up. So yeah, he did duck, but no. That's one of the examples of ducking. And another one is what Shakur Stevenson did. He ducked like a motherfucker. He jumped the Zuffa.
I don't know, man. We trying. I just seen some stuff about Zuffa.
Yeah.
So if that happens, then I'm not. I'm definitely not sure because I'm with Tyrone DAZN and Zuffa. I know they with mine. So we'll just have to see. I really don't know what's gonna happen if he go that route. But we all know that's a super duck. It's a duck move if he go over there. He gave his word and he ain't standing on it, so we'll see.
Why do you think it's a duck?
Cause he gave his word.
In what way?
If I beat his son, he'll be, he'll give me the opportunity or whatever he call the opportunity.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. Didn't do that. When Tip called 50 a duck, that's what we call a duck. When somebody damn call all that smoke out and don't want to damn do anything, we call that duck. You know what I'm saying? You ain't showing up. What you saying, bro? Call that duck. And Shakur did all that little hoot hollering and stuff just to do this. But again, a lot of shit happened in boxing. We're gonna have total warfare on and off. Maybe on Fridays, definitely on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? Going live on Saturdays with commentating and Sunday or Monday for the aftermath. So those 3 programs you're gonna have on this channel. I'm glad everybody done subscribed, looked at the shorts, looked at the videos, look at the lives, come up in here, come in and out, drop the comments. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I appreciate it. Motivate me every day to do this shit. Do the things I love to do, and that's boxing. And I hope y'all come in tomorrow. I don't know if I want to do the preliminary because that's a lot of boxing. You know what I'm saying? I think they got like 3 fights on Zuffa as far as the preliminary, maybe 4. Then at 2:00 is the main card. And I think that's 4 fights on there too. I believe that started at 2:00. So it's either 11:30 That was tomorrow or 2 o'clock. I hope y'all got notifications on because that bell go bing bing. And I hope you be ready. Until then, y'all have a good night and be safe. And let's talk boxing always on this shit. For real.